Hey, everybody, live from the Whiskey 901 studios in beautiful Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's DBY Radio, and I'm your host, your Doc with the Rock, your host with the most, whatever the hell you want to call it. Man, I've got one kick ass show for you tonight. But I got a question to start things off. Does rock and roll come with a speed limit? Well, while you're pondering that question, I'm going to kick it off with some Sammy Hagar. I Can't Drive 55. Yeah, baby. And this is how we rock. That's right. This is what we do. And I am going to kick tonight's live show off with a tasty beverage. Yes, I think I'm going to call this show Thirsty Thursday, in celebration of it being Thursday. It's almost the weekend, folks. You've made it this far. This is your rock and roll crutch to get you to Friday. Yes, we will make it together. I promise you. I toast all you working souls out there because I'm retired. I don't have to work anymore. I do this because I do this. That's right. I rock, I roll, I do mental health stuff. That's what I do, man. And in the studio, I'm joined by my boy, my minion. Yeah, man. So, Tuesday's broadcast was on Facebook, but the peckerheads at Sony Music had a problem. Yes, they cut my live feed off, man. Not even 10 minutes into the show. I could not believe that. They say copyright infringements. And then later, the peckerhead sent me an email saying, oops, our bad. You didn't infringe on any copyright. I don't know if you can you say bastards on YouTube? Well, I don't have SEC regulations here in the studio, so I can say bastard on the internet if I want to. But yeah, that really kind of pissed me off. But you know what? I got over it. Almost. So I figured I'd try this platform out. Let you guys see what really goes on behind the scenes of a live radio show. And yes, this is my home studio. This is also my recording studio, my writing studio, my podcast recording studio, man cave, so to speak, too. I mean, hell, whatever you want to call it. This is my fun zone. And I really, really, really love playing music. I actually stumbled on being a DJ by accident. It was a result of my podcast, if you can believe that. And I just figured, I'm going to do it. I have no freaking idea how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to research it. I'm going to find out. And yeah, this is a result, man. This is, I would say, a result of hard work, but it ain't. Well, I take that back. There's a lot of work that goes into show prep. A lot of hours uploading programming. I'm not gonna lie, but hell, it's easy. It's not like I have to go out and sweat for a living. Hell, I'm sitting in my own studio. Life doesn't get much better. So if you want to shout out, hey man, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to stumble my non-typing self through it. Hell, if you have a request, man, put it out. I will see if I can't get to it on tonight's show. And if I can't do it on tonight's show, I will definitely write that bear down and get it on Tuesdays. I'm alive Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And also, this station is automatic. So once I log off the air, it goes back into pre-program mode and plays whatever's on there. A wide variety of tunes. I've got everything from country to, man, I've got Johnny Cash. I've got Old Blue Eyes. You name it. So, got to do a little bit of radio stuff here. So just hang on. All right, folks. So what do you think? Does rock and roll come with a speed limit? Hell, I don't think so. I think you can cruise the Autobahn of rock and roll just as fast as you want. Hey, listen, I've got a really kick-ass tune coming up next. It's by a band called Chickenfoot. And if you're not a Red Rocker fan, if you're not a Sammy Hagar fan, you probably don't know who the hell Chickenfoot is. But it's called Soap on a Rope. No, it's not the Pope. It's Soap on a Rope. Oh, yeah. This is one rocking ass tune, man. This gets the juices going, man. Gets it going. So, if you have anything, shoot me a message. Shoot me a line. I'm right on time. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do tonight on the show. I mean, I know I got a buttload of programming here to choose from. Problem is just picking. It's all good. I don't know. Maybe some Van Halen next. Yeah, we'll slip in some VH. Let's see. How about something lewd, rude, crude, and put you in the mood? What do you think? Got it right here. This is one badass tune. I like the video too. The video is freaking cool. You know, it's kind of funny. When I was a kid, there was a show one called WKRP in Cincinnati, about a radio station, obviously, in Cincinnati. And one of the characters was Dr. Johnny Fever. Howard Hessman played him. And I saw that guy, and I was amazed. I was like, wow, you know what? I would love to do that someday. Well, someday's here. Also, the Wolfman Jack. I don't know if you guys remember... there was a weekly series. Bart Sugarman's. Oh God, what was it? Bart Sugarman was a producer. Oh man, it was a rock and roll show. Bart Sugarman's Midnight Special. Yes, and the Wolfman Jack, Howlin' Wolfman Jack, was the host. Hell, American Graffiti is probably one of my favorite movies too, and the scene of him in the radio station doing "ow," man. Maybe not his book at one time. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but it's an interesting read, man. The guy has been places and seen things and did things that just kick ass. Oops. I can't type with a fart. Gotta check my social media. So I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. Show's 8 to 10 times slot. But you know what? I'm the owner of the station. I'm the programming manager. Hell, I am the king cheese. So you know what? I've even slotted this live broadcast to go to 8:30. But you know what? Depends on how much freaking fun I'm having. You know what? I'm here. You're here. The Rock is here. Let's make the best of it. And I've got a really important Whiskey 901 Studios public service message coming right up after this song, Soap on a Rope. So stick around. All right, so what do you think, man? Is that the jam or what? I just love that tune, man. I love the video too. It's a cool freaking video. Sammy's not with Chickenfoot, I don't think anymore. He's got another project going on called The Circle, and they did some studio stuff, and I believe they're still out on tour. Don't quote me on that. Michael Anthony from Van Halen went to Chickenfoot with Sammy, and now he's in The Circle too. And that boy could belt out some harmony, man. Most people don't realize that Michael Anthony was the harmony in Van Halen. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Hey, listen, little Whiskey 901 public service message here. Last month was Mental Health Month. This week is PTSD Month or PTS Awareness Month. What in the hell is PTS or PTSD? Well, I was told by a therapist one time that it is a quote. I'm going to quote this now. I can't take credit for this. It is a natural reaction to a fucked up situation. That's right. That's the way your mind processes trauma. Ooh. So, what are some signs and symptoms of PTSD? Well, there are many. There's at least 17 documented signs and symptoms. Some of them include anxiety, depression, isolation, anger, hypervigilance, which means you're always on guard, nightmares, flashbacks, guilt, and the list goes on. But you know what? There's hope out there, folks. There is hope because I am living proof. I have battled this beast since 2004, since coming back from Iraq. And I'm going to throw out a lifeline here. It is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. The number is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. And here's the catcher. If you're a veteran, just press 1. It's the same freaking number. But yeah, the whole point of DBY Radio is to break the stigma on mental health. You know, get the shit that runs around in the dark with the lights off out into the light and make it seem not so scary. It's okay to be not okay. All right, that was a mouthful. That was quite a winded little speech there, but I'm going to throw on some Van Halen now. How's about some pound cake? Oh, crap. I had another one queued up for our chicken foot, too, but you know what? Man, what the hell? I'll still throw it in there. So, folks, mental health is a stigma that needs to be broken. And the reason for that stigma actually comes from the American, American College of, head shrinkers, basically. Every couple of years, they have a book. It's called the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Health, and it's up to edition 5. And it's basically a label. They try to put a label on what the hell's wrong. Psychiatry is a subjective science at best. It does not deal specifically with neurology. So, I think that's part of the reason that we have such a stigma of mental health, because people are putting labels on things. Which, yes, you need to identify it and call it something. But there's more to a condition than just the name. Take me, for example. Hell, I've got PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTS, whichever you find more appealing. And like I said during the little Whiskey 901 promo thingy there, it's a natural reaction to, crazy shit that happens. It's just how your brain or how your mind processes it. There's certain changes that happen in the brain because of that. But, it's something that's manageable. And a lot of people rebound successfully from PTSD or PTS, and I'm one of them. So DBY Radio is dedicated to bringing mental health into the forefront and the light from the darkness. And, let's kick that stigma's ass. We all have baggage. It's what we do with the baggage that matters. Okay, so I'm going to step off my soapbox now and thus endeth the sermon. Let's just get back to some kick-ass rock and roll. What do you think? Oh, so I've got a quandary here. Should I keep rolling with the Red Rocker and or Van Halen, or should I switch to another flavor? Let's see. Ah, well, I still got the chicken foot queued up, and I still got Sammy Solo queued up. So I think we'll rock with them, and then we'll switch gears and throw something else on. Let's take a quick peek here and send me people are tuned in tonight. So, what's the age-old question when it comes to Van Halen? Van Halen or Van Hagar? Now, David's got some chops. Sammy's got some chops. I think old David's more flamboyant than old Sammy. Sammy's just a rocker at heart. I think David Lee Roth's more of a showman. But, both versions of VH had some kick-ass tunes. And that was Van Halen with Sammy Hagar and vocals from For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. Yeah, I didn't come up with the name for that one. Also, I still have some Chicken Foot. I got another cut from Chicken Foot from their self-titled project. And also, I got some solo Red Rocker stuff coming up. So stay tuned. All right. Let's see. What else should we dig into here? Say it, Sammy. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to throw in. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to throw in. You just got to stick around and listen. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw some ZZ Top up next. Man, it's hard to believe it's 20 minutes already into this live broadcast on YouTube. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. And if you like what you hear and what you see, hell, why not make this thing a regular deal? What do you think? Be a live broadcast once a week, weekly show. Extend the rocking hours a little bit, maybe. Have some kooky fun, whatever. Tell some goofy ass stories. Whatever, man. I'm game. I am your rock doc. I am dispensing the musical Thorazine as much as your body can handle. If you end up in a quivering little mass, that's fine. I will rock the rock out of you. The Gremlins are playing in the studio tonight. Working off 2 different systems here. Come on now. Hey, and by the way, I also do a podcast called Doc's Boneyard. It's on Spotify, Google, Amazon, iHeart, iTunes, Deezer, Sketcher, Caster. Oh man, I think I'm on every media outlet out there except for Pandora, and they haven't picked it up yet. Even though I sent the submission in over a year ago, they still have yet to get back to me. But that's okay. That's all right. Alrighty. Let's see. There's so many good tunes from ZZ Top to pick from, man. It's kind of hard to pick just 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. But the Whiskey Niner Vault is deep and it's wide and it's filled to the brim with good old-fashioned music. So I am live till 8:30 Eastern. If you got something you want to talk about, hell, shoot me a message. I am live and interactive. And my fans, I look out, I love my fans. You guys are what makes it worth it. You guys are why I do what I do. And it's funny. I used to hate the sound of my voice. I really did. But I was at the Veterans Workshop last, good God almighty, I think it was last March. Yeah, I do believe. And they were like, Doc, you got a radio voice. And I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, yeah, you do. And I kept hearing that for a week. Every day. And I started thinking, okay, what do I do with it? I didn't go to broadcasting school. I don't have a degree in journalism or broadcast journalism. I'll do a podcast. Okay. How the hell do you do a podcast? Beats the hell out of me. I'll figure it out. Figured it out. Got better at it as I went along. Yeah, each episode was an improvement. You know, interviewed guests and stuff, and pretty comfortable with it. It's in over 117 countries. Big hit in Hamburg, Germany. Believe it or not, yeah, that kind of trips me out, man. I mean, I've got fans all over the world. This fame-changing man. Why? No, not this guy. I'm still the same old geek I was in high school. The band geek, so to speak. Now, I'm a firm believer in paying it forward, giving it back. And I think the most powerful thing we can do is have an influence on somebody. Reach out and touch somebody, make a difference in somebody's life. I think it's the reason that the good Lord brought me back from Iraq. Actually, I hope so. I hope I'm living up to. If that's the expectation, I hope I'm, at least pointed in the right direction. So we shall see. And this song is almost over. There's only one way to rock by Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker. All right, that was Sammy Hagar's There's Only One Way to Rock. But Sammy, I got to disagree with you on that one, brother. I've got a trio coming up from Texas. Some bad boys, and they sure as hell know how to throw some southern rock, some blues, some good old kick-ass music in there. So I'm going to let ZZ Top take it away. Wow, it is almost 8:30. I cannot believe it, man. I've got 2 minutes. Yeah, damn, I can't even see my own freaking clock. It is hard to believe that this live broadcast, is almost over. So let me know. What do you think? Make this a weekly dealio, so to speak? Listen to me ramble on. Listen to me rock out. If you get a chance, tune into my podcast, Doc's Radio. Yeah, this is DBY Radio. No, Doc's Boneyard. Yeah, there's stuff on there for everybody. You don't have to be a veteran. You just have to be a veteran of life. That's pretty much it. So from the Whiskey 901 Studios live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, peace. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was informative. But most of all, I hope it rocked your ass off. See you next time, folks.